I'm manager at Isala Heart Center in the Netherlands, and I'm also project leader of NWE-Chance. And I will take you along the journey we had with home hospitalization at Isala. Isala is a hospital in the northeastern part of the Netherlands, and Isala Heart Center is the largest non-academic heart center in the Netherlands, with a huge catchment area, and we provide all kinds of cardiac care, including cardiothoracic surgery, except for children's cardiology and for heart transplantations. We also have a virtual heart center since the beginning of this century, and with that we want to provide hospital care in the living environment of the patients. So we have professionals on a distance, we have E&M health technology, sensors in and on the patients, point of care technology. So basically it's hospital care without a hospital. I do have some problems.
Astrid,
just one moment.
If you want us to share, we can share from our side if that's helpful.
Yeah, let's have a look if it will work again. Okay, great. That's good news. Sometimes technology in the hospital, it doesn't work that well. We have several virtual services we provide. And one of them is our Chance at Home program, in which we provide clinical cardiac care at home. And we do that since 2005. We started with a pilot, and in 2009 it became regular care. And within this program, we admit, among others, heart failure patients. So it's really a hospital admission at home. For this, specialized nurses come to the home of the patient each day, and they do physical examinations, they do intravenous medication, they have a portable EKG apparatus, they do lab testing, they do blood pressure measurements, saturated O2 levels they can measure. So it's the real spectrum. And they use eHealth for that, and it's a 24/7 service. And the nurses work under strict supervision of a cardiologist. Nowadays, we have admitted over 1,000 patients at home. And what we experience is that there is a higher patient satisfaction than when the same patient category is admitted in the hospital. We also see that vulnerable patients benefit most. A low percentage of infections. We don't observe any delirium at home. We have more active patients, and it was already mentioned before, because when you admit a patient in the hospital, patients are keeping in their beds, while when a patient is admitted at home, they are really reluctant to open the door for the nurse themselves. We also see less falling accidents, and it's cheaper. But are we there yet? No, we aren't there yet. We observe that on one hand, there is still a huge question from other hospitals that they also want to implement a similar hospital at home program, but it's very difficult to do so. So we still have organizational barriers. We also have technological barriers because more and more e-health is coming into play. And with that, there is also a need for integration. So to tackle this problem, we got a grant from Interact Northwest Europe for a project called NWE-Chance, a 4-year project which started in 2018 to develop and to validate promising integrated e-health applications for the hospitalization of heart failure patients at home. We have several variety of partners, actually. We have SMEs, tech partners like Sananet, HCAT Home and Sensium. We have hospitals as a partner like Isala, Jessa and Maastricht. We have the Digital Health and Care Innovation Center, the European Health and Telematics Association, and the University of Hasselt. Now we have three main objectives, and that's to develop an integrated prototype home hospitalization platform, also to evaluate the feasibility of the home hospitalization platform with the support and care process, and to establish a sustainable innovation hub. With respect to the technology, we have now an integrated prototype home hospitalization platform, especially suited to admit heart failure patients at home. It includes a pulse oximeter, a blood pressure meter, a scale. It includes an e-coach, and it also includes a patch to measure vital signs. And we have both front-end and back-end integration, and we have an option for the future to connect to the electronic medical record of the hospitals. It's outside the scope of the project, but it will be possible. And it's a flexible system. It's basically plug and play. You can add technology, you can remove technology. So also for different type of diseases, it is of interest. And with the integrated technology that comes with a patient app, so the patients get a smartphone with the application, and it comes with a portal for the caregiver. So the nurse has one overview of all input from the e-health technology. As I said, we test the feasibility of both the technology and also the supporting care process, and we do this within the 3 hospitals. And we have enrolled 65 patients so far, and now we are analyzing our data, and we are making publications. We are also making notes of the lessons learned, and we want to share that lessons learned. And what kind of information do we have about these patients? We have a lot of information about acceptance, satisfaction, and usability. And also we have some information about costs and about, for instance, safety parameters like readmissions, etc. Then my take-home message. I am thoroughly convinced that the hospitals of today aren't the hospitals of the future. The current model is not a sustainable model for the future. We have observed that hospital admissions at home are of added value and are cheaper, but there are challenges. And that's the integration of technology, that's also the scale up of the organization, and that's reimbursement. Within NWE-Chance, we have created an adjustable integrated home hospitalization platform. We will come up with a blueprint of the organizational model, and we will launch a digital innovation hub to bring together stakeholders. And more about that later on, because Ellen Lilly will tell us all about that. And please, if you are interested in these developments and if you want to be in contact, please have a look at our website and at our socials.